What's up, guys? Back with another video. Now, I'm not sure if you've seen, but I recently installed a tubular subframe in my Subaru that I track often. And it did improve the handling greatly, but one gripe that I had was it raised the engine up about 3/8 of an inch, and so I had to take my strut bar out. And I did notice that there's a little bit less sharp turn in, and I can still feel the strut towers flexing even with that super stiff subframe on there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to find a way to modify the strut brace, because I've thought of everything I can, and there's interference between the strut bar and the intercooler, and I'll show you in a second. But I think what I'm going to do is cut the mounting point for the strut bar and re-weld it, and then raise it up. So hopefully everything will work out. But let me show you what I'm talking about on my car real quick. Because it's so modified, I've got a boost control solenoid, air oil separator, big intercooler that's up a lot higher. I've got a blow off valve, I've got these special lines, fuel pressure, some sensors, a whole lot of stuff. And I did have that same strut bar on here before, and I was able to get it fit by just putting a washer or two underneath at each stud. But I recently installed a tubular subframe that actually ended up raising the engine up about 3/8 of an inch, and now the strut bar hits the intercooler. Not only that, but with the strut bar sitting on top of these nuts, it was still resting very gently on the intercooler, so it needed to go up even higher than that. And on top of that, there wasn't a whole lot of stud to put a nut on with it resting on these nuts. I tried everything. I tried oblonging the holes, I tried shimmying it, washers, the whole nine. I could not think of anything that would work, so last ditch effort was to cut and modify the brackets. Alright, so with all that said, here's my plan. As you can see, I've got a spacer bushing bolted in here, and I'm hoping that will hopefully keep the shape so that when I weld it back on, it's not multiple pieces that need to be welded. So the plan is to just cut it here, right along this seam, both sides, and then raise this section up a 1/2 inch and weld it all back together. So see how it works out. Alright, so I made the cut as cleanly as possible with my sawzall. As you can see, try to do this with one hand, it's gonna be a little tricky. It used to be mounted just like that, nice and straight. I made a mark. You can see that Sharpie mark there on the back side. That's where it needs to sit, so I'm going to weld it there, and then build up the metal a little bit, weld some bracketry on there, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, so I got some ugly little tacks on there. It's 3/16 steel, so it takes quite a bit of heat to actually sink the bead in, so I just put some little teeny tiny tacks on there. But so as you can see, it's raised up a 1/2 inch. I'm going to go ahead and weld the sides and the bottom, and I'm going to have to figure something out about like a type of gusset or something like that to make it stronger. But like I have been philosophizing this whole time, is some sort of brace is better than nothing. Alright, so as you can see, the one side is not finished, but work in progress. Looks pretty ugly the way it is now, but I'm going to clean that up, don't you worry. And it is probably a good 1/2 inch higher than the original size. So what I've got here is I kind of cut out a little piece of metal here. This is going to go right in here, just like that, and it's going to strengthen that. So it's a little bit hard to do with one hand, but you get the idea. Gonna weld that in there, and then gonna do the same thing to the other side, and it should be strong enough to stop the strut towers from flexing, and it should be high enough to clear my intercooler. Okay, so here I'm about to weld the second one, which I just cut. I used a bolt through one into the other to try and match the height. So let me just tack it up. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. Perfectly same height They're definitely not the prettiest looking, you know, the welds and all that, but these are now sitting a good ½ inch higher up than they were before at the eyelets for the strut bar, so that should clear everything. I'm gonna bolt it on the car. You know, this is gonna be in the back of the engine bay where not a lot of people are gonna be looking, so I'm okay with the fact that it's kind of ugly. I had to spray them with some, all I had was high gloss black spray paint. You know, cleaning that up with a sanding wheel and getting them powder coated would have made them look a lot prettier, but you know, like I said, I'm not really worried about it. I think they look decent for what they are, and I'm more worried about function over anything, so trying to put them in the car. Alright guys, check it out. This used to be really close to hitting the air oil separator. Now it's got a ton of room here. It's extremely close to the plastic cowl, but I can actually pivot that away. It's not tightened down, but everything is in place. And look at that. Significant clearance of the intercooler. Before, when I did have this on prior to the subframe, there was about less than ¼ inch. There was probably like less than that gap. But since I have such stiff engine mounts on here, it doesn't really move at all. And I think when the engine flexes in forward gears, the intercooler actually pulls down. So no clearance issues there. I've got a ton of room. I'm super happy.